Here we go. Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I don't know what is. I was telling Doug this before stream. Everything is breaking for no reason. It wouldn't unmute. It was like, no, we're gonna stay muted. That's fine.
We're good.
That's we'll sign in with you.
Yeah, I think everything's unmuted though, and everything's good. So, yay! Hello, welcome. Despite the computer's best efforts to not have a stream, we're having a stream. No.
I just want to make sure, by the way, is this from Skype? Because I look crazy blurry. Is that just because the...
I think it's because I cropped it so much. It is from Skype. I think it's because I cropped it so much because Rob is here.
Hello.
But he is a ghost, and so instead of just having his picture there, I just cropped it in on Doug. Maybe, I mean, I can uncrop it. I can uncrop it if we would like to uncrop it.
Oh, I don't care. I think.
Or I can, you know, maybe I'll, while you're answering questions, slowly crop it until we have, like, a little bit of Rob in there. So we'll figure it out.
I was promised a physical, fleshy Rob.
A little bit Rob in your life.
A physical, fleshy Rob feels so wrong. Wow.
Believe me, I'm really fleshy.
Wow. That's wild. Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for this level 3 hype train. Thank you. Appreciate the level 3. Y'all are awesome. Let's get to the rules so that we can start answering some of these burning questions that I'm sure none of them will be about furries. I'm sure it's going to be a completely normal day.
Oh shit, this was the furry episode?
Yeah.
The furry episode.
I gotta go.
The furry episode, not to be confused with the beach episode. That was last time. Anyway, first and foremost here, we give priority to the bit messages since that is some real world money spent towards the end of stream. Sometimes we do have time for highlighted messages, but please save your highlighting for the end of stream because if you highlight it now, I cannot physically scroll up and see it. Also, highlighting question does not guarantee that we are going to see it or read it, even if we do have time at the end of stream, okay? Highlighting does not guarantee that. I saw a couple people last time being like, you didn't read mine. It's like, that just happens sometimes, okay?
Not a guarantee, okay?
What?
I said not a guarantee, okay?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Please, no spoilers. Not anyone has had a chance to watch the latest episode of Ahsoka or whatever else is.
I'm 20 minutes into it. I have not finished it. I had to come to this stream to...
Oh, well, we appreciate your sacrifice.
I know.
Please watch the length of your questions. The longer it is, the faster I have to read it, the more likely it is that we're going to lose the point. And we don't have time to repeat it, so short and to the point is better. Please do not repeat yourself over and over again in chat. You can get timed out or even banned if you're going to continuously do that. That kind of applies to the bit messages. We do have a list. It is very rare that we miss one, but it is very common that we get behind. So there's no need to repeat a bit message. It is possible that we're just up to an hour behind. So just have some patience with that. There's no need for you to repeat. And I also feel bad if you give extra money and it's like, well, it's the same question. Also,
and if you're gonna swear, use 4-letter words.
Ooh, nice. Maybe check to make sure that someone else hasn't asked the same question that you've asked. You're not going to get in trouble for that. We just feel bad if you're like the 5th person to ask what Doug's next review is. And we have to give you the table scraps and the short answer and, you know, that stuff. Okay? Great. Words are hard for me today. I'm trying to monitor a whole bunch of stuff because I'm concerned for my PC. Also, I'm noticing now as I'm looking over to the side, my headphones are going a little crazy, and that's been a part of things that are happening and short-circuiting today. But you know what? It's great. Everything's fine. Amazing.
This is what happens when we make jokes about furries, man. All of a sudden, your furry ears start to turn on you.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Yeah. We're all fine. How are you?
Exactly. Situation normal. All right. I think that's it. I feel like I missed something, but I think that's it. So great. Awesome. Oivrium, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, I know you reopened the Awesome Store not too long ago, but I found out there was a secret DVD that was sold for the campaign to raise money for Pop Quiz, Hotshot, and such. I did not know about this DVD until way too late. Please, can that secret DVD be available again so I may complete my collection?
My boss was talking about that. I think he was saying, yeah, go ahead, like sell it at like cons and stuff like that. But I decide not to, and I'm like, maybe I should, because they're just gonna. We have a bunch of extras, and they are just gonna sit there and collect us. So we'll probably figure out something, because he already kind of okayed it. So I'm sure there's something. I'll write that down to bring up to him, because I'm sure we can work out something with that.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. I know you're not a huge Matthew Broderick fan, Doug, but he recently made a very funny appearance as himself on Only Murders in the Building. In the show, it turns out not only did Steve Martin's character audition to play Ferris Bueller at age 41, but Broderick also reveals that he taught a high school class when preparing for his role in Election and even dated a few students.
That's that does sound pretty funny. I'll try and check it. I haven't even gotten through season 2 yet. Yeah, still getting through a bunch of stuff. I didn't even start One Piece. Yeah, everyone wants me to see One Piece. So, yeah, like I said,
have you seen any of the original?
No, but everybody's telling me I don't have to. That a lot of
you
people
are
have not
in
seen
for
it.
a treat.
A lot of people who haven't seen the original say they really, really like it. So I'm curious to check it out. I was gonna wait to see what people said, but people seem to really enjoy it. So yeah, I'll probably take a look.
All right, great. Connor Davenport, thank you for the 100 bits. To Rob and Heather, who's your favorite Doctor from the classic era of Doctor Who? I'm partial to the third Doctor, John Pertwee. I'm not going to lie, I don't know any classic Who. I only know modern Who. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm one of those freaks that likes Sylvester McCoy. I like Pertwee. Baker. I mean, for me, like, whenever I think of Doctor Who, all I can think of is Baker. The scarf, the look, like, everything. And if it's not him, it's David Tennant.
Love Tennant. Absolutely. Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the Steve Martin film, All of Me?
You know, I don't know if I think I've only seen clips. I've never seen the whole movie. So I think I gotta check it out, because like I said, I've only seen a little bit here and there. So I will try to do that.
Demonaires, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, what's your favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode?
I mean, it's funny, because when we went on Hack the Movies, he said we're gonna talk about our favorite Halloween episode of Simpsons, and all of us had the same answer. So we had to, like, flip a coin and do, rock, paper, scissors to who it does their second favorite one, and it's everybody's favorite. It's the shinning episode. But the reason
that entire episode is just perfect.
The reason I especially love it, on top of the writing and how funny it is and why everybody likes it, is that I had a Halloween party that night, and I just invited like the whole class over. Like, let's just go crazy and just bring everybody over. Just invite everyone.
If by class you mean 5 people, sure.
No. I mean, it was like a big class. This was 6th grade, I think, and just everybody came. We lived on a farm, so we had a great day. We did like flashlight tag, we told ghost stories and stuff, and then we came in and we watched the Simpsons Halloween special, and we all just laughed our asses off. And so whenever I think of that episode, I think just like being surrounded with my friends in Halloween costumes and just laughing really hard. So there is that nostalgia connection there, definitely. But even outside of that, it's just a hilarious episode.
For that reason, I agree. It's also a really great episode. I will say also for nostalgic, the first one, the one that had the Raven being read at the end in the first appearance.
Yeah. The whole reason it's called Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, I really like that one too. Takes me back.
Modika, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi guys, thoughts on the trailer to Mike Flanagan's adaptation of The Fall of the House of Usher?
I haven't seen the trailer yet. I'd have to look that up.
I think it looks good. It looks about as good as the others, which is a compliment. I like the others. But as Rob and I were saying, like, how do you get that much? How do you get a mini series out of that? But then again, that's always what they do. They'll take something and just really, really change it around, sort of the theme and ideas.
Yeah, as far as Poe stories go, I was just like,
there's not a ton to do with that. Yeah,
interesting one to grab. Like, but I'm like, okay.
I bet it'll be cool.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the Ron Howard film Parenthood?
That's another one I've never seen all the way through, and I know they made like a series out of it. It was a very successful series. So yeah, that's one of those. I have it on my movies I have to watch list at some point, which I'm never gonna get around to now because I have so many like Disney Sunbursts to catch up with because of being sick and everything. But it's on the list. I'll check it out at some point.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 100 bits. Before we start, a moment of silence for the passengers on Delta Flight DL194. I saw the photos and it looked like someone poured chocolate all over the aisle.
Oh, yeah, I know the time.
The trail of sadness.
Yes.
Yes, that was, it's difficult to look at the pictures, but it's even more difficult to smell them.
Waveflow just says poopy plane. Yes, the poopy plane.
It's officially going to be poopy plane.
Thank you,
This
Waveflow.
motherfucking shit. I'm a motherfucking plane.
John316, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Heather, I know you and Tamara said not to judge you for your crush on Fox Robin Hood. Rest assured, I'm judging you. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to know that every single young woman that I roomed with my freshman year of college, we bonded over the fact that we thought Robin Hood was a little hot.
Like every woman, okay, not every woman, but a lot of women I've known said they had a crush on Robin Hood at some point. That particular Robin
Hey,
Hood.
I mean, guys too. I crushed pretty hard on Lady Clucky.
Wonderful. That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, Duggan Hood and Little Heather. How are you tonight?
Good, but we also have King Rob or Prince Rob. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
he's
never
Rob
robbed what I
in
need to.
Hood. It's already in there.
Yeah, there you go.
He's something wrong.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the movie War Games?
Oh, I like
It's
it.
one of the few Matthew Broderick movies I enjoy Matthew Broderick in.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's actually pretty charming in that movie. I like that one.
Oyram, thank you for the 100 bits. You said anyone who likes the 90s Mortal Kombat movie can't be a fan of the game. You know who was a fan of the movie? The co-creator, Ed Boon. In fact, Kano's accent was changed to be similar to the movie, and the actor who played Shang Tsung in the movie reprised his role in one of the recent games.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what does
but
that
what's-
guy know?
What does he know about the games? Come on. I mean, come on. No, I mean, that was like, what's that, like the second or third review I did? That was more when I was like hardcore into character and I played more into the jokes, being a douchebag back then. So yeah, don't take it that seriously. But that's interesting to know.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, can we get a clue to next week's NC review, please?
I can't lie.
You can't lie. Okay, interesting. Connor Davenport, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, you had the chance to check out Young Justice yet? Hashtag keep binging YJ.
No, and I think I have it on the list. There's a couple shows I have on there. I gotta watch Batman Beyond. I've never seen all that. I did start Static Shock, and I liked it quite a bit. And Young Justice is another one of those that's on there. That's like, yeah, I'll get to it. That poor guy, because that's a Greg Weisman show. Right? Like that poor dude, he starts these shows that get these huge followings and then they just yank them off the air it's such a shame because all the shows are really, really good.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, are you done with Spectacular Spider-Man yet? And Heather, did you watch One Piece yet? I did not. I'll get to it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish Spy Family right now.
And I hear that's great too. Yeah, Spy Family.
Oh, Spy
yeah.
Family's a lot of fun.
I've got like 2 more
And,
episodes left on Spy Family.
And I did finish Spectacular Spider-Man. I really liked it a great deal. I hate that I'm not going to see more of it. They keep rebooting these shows. Why don't they do it with that one? Just give them one more season to wrap everything up. I know it's supposed to be like, 2 or 3 more seasons, but it's like, just give them one. Just give them one. Come on. You can't leave there.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the new trailer for Killers of the Flower Moon?
I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I don't know. I was already sold on that the last trailer. I thought that was such a well-edited trailer and just immediately hooked me. So yeah, a part of me doesn't even want to see any more trailers. I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait because that alone really got me interested.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Invictus?
I don't know if I know that one.
I have not seen it.
Invictus. See what comes up here. A lot of cologne. Oh no, here it is. Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman. Maybe I remember this being advertised. I don't think I ever saw it though. I'll try to check it out.
CM Sully, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, I have to ask, was it Chaplin or Buster meowing in the blooper?
Oh, it's Chaplin. If you ever hear meowing, it's Chaplin. He's the crybaby.
He was screaming.
Yeah.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, have you seen the last episode of Ahsoka yet? It was incredible. No spoilers.
Oh, it's like, yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't quite get the incredible out of it, but I thought it was good. I guess without going to spoilers, the way they bring in this character from the past, and they do some aging effects on him, but he still has the older sounding voice, I thought weirdly worked because of where they were. I thought that kind of made like sort of like a good younger looking but older sounding, but where something like Indiana Jones, that doesn't work. That's supposed to be, like literally in the past, but this is supposed to be like an otherworldly, you can change your age, change your, all that stuff. So I thought that weirdly worked
The
okay.
fact that it was otherworldly is giving me a little bit of a suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, I can buy it. And they did some tricks with like fog and lighting during one scene. I'm only 20 minutes into it, but I'm like, okay, this is like kind of distracting from it a bit in a good way, where I'm like, this isn't like, oh my God, like it's not creepy China doll Leia or like that awful Luke Skywalker one in Mandalorian season 1 or whatever. Was it season 2? I forget when they did
2,
that.
I think, yeah.
2, season 2. So, yeah, I got my fingers crossed. I'm like, maybe they know what they're doing, and are gonna work with it.
Oi, Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, did you know Liam Neeson once tried to be a teacher? It didn't work out because a student tried to threaten him with a switchblade, and Liam proceeded to punch him right across the room. Maybe think twice before you talk smack about his acting.
I don't know who you are. Actually, I do know who you are. I don't know where you live. I know exactly where you live. I don't know what grade you're gonna get. I know what grade you're gonna get. F and a punch in the face. Boom.
Have we ever talked smack about his acting? Because I love his acting.
No, I don't think so. No, I think they're just saying.
Just in general.
Teacher. Yeah. No. No. I think Liam Neeson's cool. I think he's awesome.
Elite Gamer, thank you for the 13-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. A good day to you, Queen Heather. Oh, look, it's Dugganhood and his merry cats and a Rob. I hope you both are doing well. I just wanted to say thanks for 13 nonstop months of pure chaotic fun. Hopefully the studio will reopen soon. That BTS with Malcolm was hilarious, by the way. Oh, and Doug, that Valkyrie is mad you stood her up last week. She sent a message. Where is it? Oh, I found it. 13 months, bitch! Poof.
Yeah, I did play a little bit of the Valkyrie before it came back to the quest.
But you didn't beat it?
I got closer than I did before, but I finally got tired. I said, you know what, I'm kind of
so
done.
much. I hate them.
but it was very, very fun to play. I feel like if I dedicated the whole stream to it, I probably could have beat her, but I'm like, yeah, nah. I think just seeing the opera Valkyrie would be shorter at this point.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, where are my manners? Also, hello, Prince Rob. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
That was perfection. DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug. I'm surprised you know about Fur Affinity when I watched your review today. I just hope that you were spared by the weird and fetishy stuff from there.
Yeah, right.
Is there anything else there? I mean,
I hope you were spared the weird stuff on DeviantArt. I was like, isn't that all?
Maybe that's what it. Maybe it's like we make jokes about DeviantArt, but it's like it's not all that.
Yes, there is.
Maybe that's what Fur Affinity. I just kind of made. Maybe I don't know much about Fur Affinity. I just made the assumption that's what it was, but yeah, I suppose it is. So it shows what I know. That's the most I knew about is that it's where furries go to explore.
Fantastic. Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, what was your favorite short from season 2 of Star Wars Visions?
See, there's so many. See, I confused that with the other one that had like other Star Wars one that had like short films about. Okay, this one. Going through the. I think the first one was pretty interesting. I love the style of it. I love the way they told the story. Yeah, and then the one from Cartoon Saloon was pretty interesting really too. Yeah, it's
I love Cartoon Saloon.
It was almost too good to a point where I got to the end. I'm like, that was so bleak. I almost wonder if I
Yeah.
missed something. It's one I want to go back and watch again to kind of see if like does this still kind of balance out. I mean, either way, I'd still like it, but I was almost like it's so rare that I say that ending might have been too bleak, but it's like, oh, maybe it was building it up and I kind of missed it, so I gotta watch it again. But yeah, I liked it.
Smash Ultra, thank you for the 100 bits. I did drew an anthro animal long ago, a white tiger girl with pink hair and stripes named Byako, which is Japanese for white tiger, but for Dragon Ball Z reasons, not the reason you were thinking of. I think, can I share it with you? P.S. My furry waifu is Amy Rose from Sonic. In fact, the white tiger is based on Amy Rose.
All the questions from here on out, they're all going to be like that. I mean, just hearing about it's good. I'm not sure how you would send it to me anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, sounds cool. Sounds imaginative.
Smash Ultra, thank you for the 100 bits. Here's a commercial request. A commercial called Pepperami. It's so goddamn funny. P-E-P-E-R-A-M-I. P-E-P-E-R-A-M-I.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen this thing before. Okay, I'll look it up.
Demon Airs, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey guys, do you have any predictions for who might be nominated for the 2024 Olympics? Or Olympics, my God, Heather. Oscars. Why did my brain read Olympics? At least I heard it.
You saw the O, you saw a date, and you saw an O, a capital O right after it. I don't know. I feel like my brain can't go there too in a weird way.
Oscars. Oscars.
I don't. Everybody talks about Barbie, so they'll probably.
I mean, Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah, yeah. I'll see Barbenheimer. The more I think about it, I think it'll be. There's a lot of talk of this. Oh, what is it? Anatomy of a Fall. Is that it? It hasn't come out yet, but there's just like huge buzz about it. So that might get some attention too. Aside of that, yeah, I don't know. I'll just have to see.
Dang it, Sigavigs. The Olympics. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to say. Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm glad to now be on Twitch, so I be part of the streams since you will be looking for the last of the Blue Sky films for Disney December this year. Please tell me next year we can see more classics from the 50s, 60s, and 70s covered.
From, well, just Disney, I guess?
Maybe, or movies in general?
I'm
or Disney December, yeah, so I guess Disney December.
Yeah.
That would make sense. You put it together.
Yeah, once in a while I work in ones that like I just want to talk about. They usually don't do well, but I do them kind of just for me, you know. So yeah, I still try to work them in, but not a ton because I usually put them near the end of Disney December after the ads, or like after Christmas when the ads are just diving after that. So yeah, there'll still be some in there.
Smash Ultra, thank you for the 100 bits. What if Morbius is the villain in his movie and his antagonist is Blade, instead of supervillain movies being mirror matches?
Wait, Morbius like the Spider-Man villain? Oh, but that's right, because he was kind of a Blade villain, wasn't he, at some point? Just the more they can just get away from. I keep forgetting, was it Kraken or what the hell's the name of or Craven?
Craven.
Like
yes.
Yeah, they got a movie coming out about him, and everyone's just forgetting about it. Like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Can't wait for that, Mom.
Oi Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Yo, Doug, if a Roger Rabbit sequel was made, what would you think of a side idea where the preschool cartoon characters, Arthur, Paw Patrol, Bluey, and adult cartoons, Simpsons, South Park, Rick and Morty, despise each other?
I mean, to me, I think, because I've thought about like what would they do with like a sequel or even a prequel, and I think the thing would be hand-drawn going to CG, a little bit kind of like what they did in that Chip and Dale movie a year or two back. I feel like that's more the angle they could do, but I will say in terms of getting like other famous characters in there, again, like kind of what they do with Chip and Dale, maybe that would make sense to get like, those characters in there, maybe. I don't know. Could be an idea. I don't know. Would Roger be hand-drawn or would he be CG too? I don't know. There's fun questions now that animation has changed so much.
Disney Knowledge, thank you for that subscription. Welcome, appreciate that. That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Upon your kinda, sorta, not really recommendation, I checked out Boys in the Hood, and all I gotta say is, damn.
Yeah, I thought I recommended that pretty hard, but yeah, maybe that's what they're joking about. But yeah, no, it's a very, very good movie.
Rob's Jen, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug and Rob was just wondering if you guys have ever watched the UK sitcom Bottom, starring Rick Mayall and Edmondson. It's pretty much a live-action Tom and Jerry. Would recommend.
I am
Okay.
not.
1991. Yeah, I know Rick. I forgot his name, but yes, I've seen him in plenty of stuff, and he's usually fun. Unless it's John Diffred, but he's usually pretty good. No, I've never seen the show.
this.
Yeah, we gotta check it out. This looks like a show we would enjoy, actually. So we will try to look into that.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 100 bits. To answer your post from this week, the two movies that made me feel that way was The Day After and its British counterpart, Threads. It showed the frightening truth of nuclear war.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, no, there's I guess we're not short movies that that show the horrors of that. The more I think about, or miniseries for that matter. Yeah, no, there's plenty out there.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I have an idea for this year's Stephen King movie for Nostalgiaween, Doctor Sleep.
It's on the list. I don't know how well the good ones do. People seem to like when I make fun of Stephen King. So there's one I haven't done yet. That's been on the list for a while, and people kind of know what it is, and I haven't seen it yet. But it has been recommended a little bit, so you'll have to wait and see if I talk about it.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Can we get a clue for next week's NC?
I can't lie.
Oiram, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, is it weird that I watched the Killers of the Flower Moon trailer and can't help but think, is this authentic or is this stereotypical? I feel like someone may say something along those lines close to the release date.
Oh, man, I mean, I thought it was based on a true story, right? Or maybe not. I mean, even if it is, I mean, people can always take liberties and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of movies that come out where, like one of my favorite movies of all time is Ed Wood, and there's plenty that's made up in there, but still got the spirit of the person and the idea and the message across very well. So I guess I just gotta wait and see. Scorsese's usually pretty good about that, but yeah, just have to see.
Japeth, thank you for the 100 bits. Say something nice about the Garbage Pail Kids movie that isn't the end credits or the fact that it's only 90 minutes.
Yeah. Well, there went this. The other one I was gonna do.
Had a good key grip.
It was based on some awesome trading cards.
There you go. Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. What's a movie you think should have been a one-off from start and should not have spawned any sequels or reboots?
I
never did see.
Can we go with the first two? Because definitely Terminator. Just Terminator 1 and 2.
Yeah. A Highlander, I think, would be a good one. Yeah, literally, there could only be one.
DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. I wish we would have gotten more anthro-animal-centric movies and shows since I see the possibilities of storytelling throughout.
Oh, what, you mean like from Disney or just in general? I was going to say in general, I think there's a ton of movies and shows like that. But for Disney, I think there's shows like that. Like Goof Troop and stuff like that. But yeah, it is weird that there's not that many movies. You would just assume there'd be a ton of movies like that. But like I said, there's more movies about everyone's a plane, everybody's a car. There's more of those, weirdly.
Yeah.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Midnight Run with Robert De Niro and the late Charles Grodin?
Oh, I like that movie.
Terrible confession. I've never seen the whole thing, and what I've seen, I really like. And I should sit down and watch all of it because everybody says that's like Grodin's like best work, and it looks like it is. But I've never seen the whole thing, so I gotta sit down and watch it all.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Spike Lee?
Man,
the director.
I was gonna say
depends on the movie, but I mean,
I was gonna say
I think.
Are we talking about as a person or as a director? I'm like, actually, it's kind of the same. It's like sometimes he's really great, sometimes he's kind of hard to listen to. But I'll say this: the good stuff far outweighs anything that can be. I don't even want to say bad, just annoying. When he's good, he is just like scary good, like incredibly good. And I think that far outweighs anything where I'll just be like, oh, that's a little cringy or that's kind of dumb or something like that. So, like I said, I think that more than balances it out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. We've been robbed of Rob. No, he's right there. He's right there.
Of course you've been wrong.
Beautiful. Wiccan, thank you for the 100 bits. Who are some of your favorite Mortal Kombat characters? Mine are Jade, Noob, Ermac, and Scorpion. I love Jade.
I was always a big Raiden fan.
Ooh.
I liked Kano was really cool.
Yeah, Kano's
it's still the coolest part of that Mortal Kombat, the first movie trailer. I mean, even though the character's kind of a doofus in the film, when it's naming the characters, you just see him walking really like cool, like Kano. That's just the coolest part of that trailer to me. So yeah, no, he's pretty cool.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Queen and Slim?
Boy, it sounds familiar. Let me look it up. Queen and Slim. I don't think I've seen it, but I think I've seen it advertised.
I have not.
Maybe I haven't seen it advertised. Okay. Yeah, I am unfamiliar with it. Good people and everything. I will try to check it out.
Noah Zitter, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, at some point, would you please check out and review the Wild Thornberrys movie? Trust me, you do not need to watch any of the show to get the film. In fact, most of us probably didn't see the show anyway.
I probably will. I heard it actually got good reviews when it came out. Again, from critics that didn't know the show. So that might be worth it. I got it written down.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Gran Turismo?
I'm assuming they're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
The game's very fun as well. I didn't get a chance to see.
You know what? I'm a complete idiot. I was thinking of Gran Torino. I was like, oh yeah, the Eastwood movie. It's all right.
Oh.
I have not seen Gran Turismo. I have played Gran Turismo.
Yeah, the game's fun.
Yeah.
But the movie looks interesting. I hear it's the most. It's weird because I don't get into that guy's films that much. It's the same guy who did like District 9 and stuff, but this looks just so different and so like kind of mainstream Hollywood that I'm kind of fascinated to see how he would do a movie like that.
I've heard good things about it too.
Yeah, I've heard, I'll say this, people who don't like it don't hate it. They're like, it's just a little corny or whatever, but it's like, people that like it are like, no, this is pretty good. So I'll probably stream it when it comes out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on District 9?
Yeah.
I was not a fan. I didn't like it when it came out. It's one of those where I felt like for me that's a perfect example of the commentary being too overbearing on the story to the point where the story doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But a lot of people love it. The one thing I legit like, I never saw an alien single parent. I think it was a single father too, and I was just like, well, that's something I've never seen in film before. Okay, that's kind of interesting. But everything else, I mean, I just feel like, oh, is this symbolic of that? Yes, it's symbolic of that. Why don't you just tell the story of what you're clearly trying to tell? I don't know what the analogy does. I don't know what it adds. So that was my take, but I'm very much alone on that. A lot of people really like that movie.
Rob's Jen, thank you for the 100 bits. Would love to know your guys' thoughts on the new Chicken Run trailer.
Looks good. Yeah, I can't think of.
I'm just gonna have to wait and see it.
It's like I'm not
a
like
lot of
excited,
film trailers
but
don't really do much for me. Like, and I feel like whenever I see the movie, I'm just like, oh, like this is a lot better than I thought it was based on the trailer. So I don't know.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, I asked Doug the same question last week, but what is your favorite movie to watch with your wife on a date night?
I mean, our favorite movie is Kiki's Delivery Service because that was like a date night movie for us, like when we were actually dating. Yeah, I don't know. We watched a show called Psych that's really funny, and that I kind of consider a date night thing because I would go over to her place and we would watch it. So I'm gonna say Psych.
He still goes over to her place to watch it. No kidding.
That's true. Yes, absolutely.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. What's a movie that you really like that you fall just short of loving?
So I guess I can answer it this way. I recently changed my mind on a movie, and I'm like, I was going on a walk, and I thought about it, and I sort of did this logic in my head. I'm like, oh shit, I think I like this movie. I was on the cusp before, but I think I actually like it. I have changed my mind on the Barbie movie. I actually think it's a really, really good film.
Hell yeah, it is.
What finally changed my mind? My big thing was the last third, where it's just speech after speech, and Ken's plot takes over too much. And I was saying, this feels like a good friend to talk to. It doesn't feel like a movie necessarily, you know. But then I was
What
thinking,
is
like,
Barbie but a good friend to talk to?
You know, honestly, that is it. Barbie.
I have my whole collection.
No, but that is it. Barbie is supposed to be like this thing that you talk to, sort of work out your problems with, go on these little adventures. But instead of, you know, oh, what bow goes with the astronaut helmet, it's, man, I didn't get that promotion at work. Did I do something wrong? Or is it the system? Or is it something sexy? It's all these worries and stuff. But I feel like if you just like gave a bunch of grown women Barbies, it's like, just play with these. I don't know, do whatever you want with them. They probably tell something like the Barbie movie. At first it'd be kind of fun and silly, and then they'd, hey, you ever think about death? And they kind of laugh, and then they like really talk about shit. You know, it's like going on, and that's what the film is. It's like a cinematic Barbie doll, and that is kind of perfect. So I was thinking about, I'm like, oh shit, because like I think I did technically give it a negative review, but like I said, I'm on the cusp. I think a lot of people are gonna like this movie, that there's a crowd for it. And whenever I do the NC review, I'll probably kind of switch it around there, because I'm walking, I'm thinking of this, I'm like, ah, shit, yeah, I think this works.
Fifth Element. First time I saw it, when I was like 17, I actually didn't like it. I didn't get it. I was like, I don't know, what the hell is this? And then when I saw it like on video, like a year later, I started liking it, and now it's one of my favorite movies.
Steel Bomb, thank you for the 100 bits. What's a movie that you really like? Oh, I just read that. I'm sorry. FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Tower Heist?
That's the is that the Eddie Murphy one? Let me double check. Tower Heist. Yes, I remember liking it okay. It's one of those films I remember like building up to the heist was kind of fun. But if you were to ask, how'd that movie end again? I don't know if I could tell you. I don't remember the ending that well, but I remember being entertained and getting up to that point.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Which movie took a familiar story and put a good spin on it better? How to Train Your Dragon or Fantastic Mr. Fox?
I don't know how you compare those two movies.
It is a little weird. I don't know. Fantastic Mr. Fox is so different. I kind of don't even connect it to like sort of a usual classic story, but it kind of is the more I think about it. So yeah, I guess I would have to say that, even though I love both films a great deal.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Asteroid City?
I never saw it. I'll probably stream it when it comes out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Moonrise Kingdom?
Oh, I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like most of his stuff. I don't think I've seen one that I'm like, well, I hate this. Some are better than others.
That's one of the higher ups. Fantastic Mr. Fox is still probably my favorite. Under that, maybe Budapest Hotel, and under that, probably Moonrise Kingdom.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Go to Halloween candy. Reese's. Give me all the Reese's.
Reese's is pretty good.
Twix or like Snickers, Baby Ruth, those kind of nutty candy bars with chocolate nougat.
Yeah, Twix and whatchamacallit, Mounds. I really like those.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 3 most perfect movies in your opinion.
I mean, again, you could make the argument it's no such thing as a perfect movie, blah blah blah. But Amadeus would be one.
Really good one.
Kill a Mockingbird probably be another. You know, it's funny. I talk about it and I said this isn't a great movie, but it's just hard to find anything wrong with it because you could just always say everything's intentional. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That is just such a pure movie of what it is. I'm just thinking about, I'm like, you know, everything kind of works. Even what doesn't work works, you know? So, yeah, I know it's a weird trio that I put together there, but yeah.
Hell of a Bluey, thank you for the 100 bits. Great username. Are you going to review 2017 Power Rangers, the first Sonic movie, and How to Train Your Dragon series?
If I do the How to Train Dragon movies, I might do them as like a compilation thing, you know, just kind of do them all in one video. The Sonic film, I want to wait for all the Sonic films to come out because it might, I didn't care much for the first one. I really liked the second one though, so I'm curious to see what the third one does as well. And then what was the first one?
2017 Power Rangers.
Oh, maybe. I'm not. I guess I did the other movie, so it would make sense to do it. I don't know. I feel like my criticism is going to be like everyone else's criticism, so I'm not going to be able to add that much to it. But I don't know. Might be interesting.
DJ Lol5, thank you for the 100 bits. OMG, the amount of innuendos in Robin Hood was huge. I would love to see what you and Robin's reaction to that film was like. Rob's. I don't know. Rob's reaction to that film was like.
If you pray really, really hard to the internet gods every night, maybe it'll happen.
Or maybe just one night.
No, many nights. Okay, and in fact, send me cookies, and it'll definitely happen.
Oh, nice. There's more to it. P.S. What is your favorite Anthro movie? Just in terms of story, of character, and nothing else.
Oh, it's like I was gonna say Robin Hood, but then I'm like, oh wait, no, actually, probably Zootopia. That's a little bit of a deeper movie than Robin Hood.
For nostalgic sake, I'm probably still gonna say Robin Hood.
Fair. Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the fourth Pooh featurette A Day for Eeyore? For me, I think it's fine, but the animation is a little too different. Plus, despite the fact they had many of the same voice actors come back that were alive, I don't know why Sterling Holloway didn't return as Pooh and they instead had Hal Smith voice him and Owl.
Yeah, I haven't seen this since I was like little kid, man. Yeah. I remember liking it, but yeah, again, I really have not seen it in like decades.
Yeah. Honest reviewer, careful, Heather, your love of Robin Hood is getting you tongue-tied. Yes, I was just blushing about Robin Hood.
Aw, yeah.
J-Pit, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite and least favorite versions of A Christmas Carol?
Favorite is probably the George C. Scott one.
I like the Alistair Sims, and I know it's gonna sound really weird, but the Disney Christmas Carol.
Well, okay,
it's so short and to the point.
Okay, you're talking about the Mickey Christmas Carol, because technically the Disney one is the Jim Carrey one.
Oh no, fuck the Jim Carrey.
I don't know what my least favorite one is. I don't want to say it's like the Jim Carrey one because there's a lot of good things in there, and I know there's worse ones. I just haven't. When I see a bad one, I just kind of erase it from my mind. And no, I know. And this one has good things in it too. But Scrooge, not Scrooge, Scrooge, the Albert Finney one. That is a very annoying movie. There's good things in it, but it's very annoying.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 100 bits. The Fallout trailer looks horrifying as hell. I can't wait to see it. I didn't see it. I didn't watch it because it's just a leaked version, right? It's not the official trailer yet.
Oh, I'll be like you. I want to wait for the official one. I agree. It's a series, right? Is that what they're? Okay. Yeah. I'll wait for the official one.
That's Disney Nerd. Thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of Fantastic Mr. Fox, I watched it yesterday and yeah, it was good, but I personally didn't love it. The animation is nice and the actors really brought their A game. I just didn't connect with it that much.
I totally get that. I don't know, maybe because I
liked it. I never loved it. So.
I really loved it. It forced me to go back and look at that guy's films differently. Because it really seemed like I forget how I put it before. I put it really well before, but it was like a battle between kind of like a person's identity and their nature. And this is literally animals fighting against their nature to try evolve and be better. And it's how much of that do they fight? How much of that do they hold on to? Should they fight it? Should they not? And it's all done in that Wes Anderson way, that comedic, awkward, strange way. That was also very funny to me. I don't know. It just when the Meryl Streep character asks, "Why do you do this?" and he just says, "Because I'm an animal." And he's like almost ashamed by it, but it is what he is. I just thought there were so many layers to that. And that was so fascinating. And all his films are kind of about that. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe for that reason, because that kind of opened up that part of my brain to his movies, did I enjoy it a lot more.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Dinner for Schmucks?
I didn't like it. Yeah, I think I saw it in the theater, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, it's truth in advertising. I think it's for schmucks.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you ever listened to the Mel Brooks / Carl Reiner album, The 2,000-Year-Old Man?
Years
Yes.
ago.
Classic.
Yeah, I remember liking it. It is one of those we talk about hype, like that one got hyped so much that when I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this is funny. But it's like the context of when it came out and that type of humor, does play a big part. But it is still very funny.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen Friday, 1995? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, but not since it came out. That's another one I have on Max. I want to watch it again.
Yeah, same here. I do remember liking it.
Yeah, no, it is very, very funny. But like I said, I remember moments, but in terms of like, man, just as sitting down and watching it as an adult, would I still like it? I feel like I would, but I still got to do so.
Exile, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie with Paul Rubin, not the show with Daphne from the Scooby-Doo movie?
Yeah, way back in the day.
No, I never saw the movie. I never saw much of the show, but everybody says the show is like fantastic. So no, maybe that's another one where after all the animes I have to watch and everything after I retire, I'll throw Buffy on there too.
Studio Crazy 13, thank you for that subscription. Welcome, appreciate that.
Thank you.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. What do you think of V for Vendetta? I rewatched it last night and I was instantly sucked in. Hugo Weaving is so elegant with his performance and his line delivery is so eloquent, and I think Natalie Portman is at her best in that movie. Highly underrated in my opinion.
I gotta watch it again because when it came out, I remember liking it okay. But the more I'm on this planet, the more I do see like, oh, that's what that movie was talking about. You know what I mean? Like
I like it.
Yeah, like that's what they were kind of referring to when they were doing this.
It's a little weird. Like I don't understand why a guy in a Guy Fawkes mask is fighting for democracy when Guy Fawkes wanted to reinstitute the Catholic monarchy. But whatever.
There's also like. It's so on the nose too.
Yeah.
That like, but
and
like
the whole the whole fake abduction thing. I'm like, I would have fucking killed him. I don't know what she's still doing. I would have been like, I'm gonna murder you.
But I remember liking it. I feel like it might hit different now if I watch it. I don't know if that means it'll get better or worse, but I remember enjoying it when it came out.
JPith, thank you for the 200 bits. I'm going to combine the two messages because they had a hit enter too soon issue.
Oh.
This Halloween season, I'm going to reread the Shining novel since for a while I was convinced the awful miniseries ruined it for me.
I mean, the book's better. Like most things Stephen King, I mean, the book's usually better. That is another one of those where it's like I was really into it, and then when I got to the ending didn't ruin it, but maybe because I was aware of the Kubrick movie and I saw it first, it did kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth because I like the ending to the Kubrick one so much more. But it's good. It's a good book. It keeps your attention. It's interesting. It does everything the opposite of what the miniseries does. It's like the same beats, but it does them so much better. That's why a lot of writers, like authors, I should say, why a lot of authors don't write movies. It's two very different mediums.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. 2 fanscription ideas. 1, what if Lilo and Nani grew up separated? 2, what if the first X-Men movie was more faithful to the comics? Take your pick.
I mean, I'd probably do the X-Men one.
Yeah.
But even then, so much of that is like you want to see it. You know what I mean? Like, how do you? Because then you could just write like the comic. If it was a movie or something like that, it's more like, well, how does that translate into film? How do you do the pacing stuff? So, and the Lilo and Nani one, I mean, it's like clearly you have more of an idea than we do. So I'd say just go ahead and write it and see what happens.
CM Sully, thank you for the 100 bits. For Halloween, I am finally going to dive into Hitchcock. I have seen scenes from The Birds, and I've seen To Catch a Thief. Hitchcock movie would you recommend I see next?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. If
Psycho, North by Northwest, Vertigo, probably like his best one, in my personal opinion, is probably Rear Window for suspense.
Strangers on a Train.
Oh yeah. Ropes, that's a really good early
Oh
one.
yeah. What's the one? I think Sean Connery is in. It has these beautiful shots of fall, and I am just complete. Oh, was it Marley? Was that it? What is this
Could be
damn?
Marty. Yeah, that was Marty. That was like one of
No,
his
that's
later
not
ones.
it. Oh, I'm just totally like, oh, maybe if I type in fall leaves or something like that, because it's a beautiful movie. And it's a good film too. It's kind of like a good. It's less suspenseful, but I cannot.
Trouble
find
with
this film.
Harry is what Chad is saying.
Yes, that is it.
Thanks,
that
chat.
is thank you so much.
Thank you,
That is
chat.
just, it's a good film. It keeps your interest in everything, but it's just gorgeous. Some of the most beautiful shots of fall you will ever see. Like see it on Blu-ray, or just a high quality version, because it's really gorgeous.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. NC for Leonard Part 6.
I never did see it. Well, I mean, we can't act like there aren't jokes to make. But before I get to those, a lot of people want me to review the Fat Albert movie, where I'm pretty sure he's in that one too. So I'll probably just get my jokes out there and then see if I have any left for Leonard Part 6.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, based on your clue for next week's NC, you should have a scene in your review where Hyper comes in and you say, "Here she comes to wreck the day."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Optinate, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, do you plan on watching My Hero Academia? Season 7 is coming out next year, as far as people can tell.
Man, it's still going. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I hear it's good. I hear it's fun. I never have seen it. There's just already so many damn things to watch. If I do, it's gonna be a hot minute. Again, that'll have to be one of those. I'm almost like making a list of like retiree shows, like shows to watch after I retire, because I just know I'm not gonna have time before then.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 3 Martin Short performances.
I like him as the
Three Amigos.
I like him as the wedding planner in Father of the Bride. It's pretty good. I really do like him in Only Murders in the Building.
Wasn't that Bronson Pinchot in Father of the Bride?
No, you're thinking of Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh.
And,
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I can see I could get confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one where like he was just so awkward, he was hilarious. Because yeah, it's like it's hard to direct it, but when you get it, it's so
He did
funny.
a sketch once where he was doing Danny Kaye, and it was so on point, it was freakish.
Yeah, I may need to. This movie's really stupid, but I do laugh a lot. There's a film called Pure Luck, where he's just the most unluckiest guy in the world.
This guy got struck by lightning twice, once while in a movie theater.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty funny.
Fat Boy, thank you for gifting that sub to FBL. Really appreciate that. Thank you. CM Sully, thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of trailers, I'm excited for the new Castlevania series after the most recent trailer.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It looks cool, man. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's so cool that like of all the video game like shows that are still going, like Castlevania is it. That's just so freaking awesome. Now we have like a spin-off of it that's like so freaking cool. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it.
Cypher, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, your new review is really effing hilarious. Great work to you, Tamara, Heather, and Malcolm, and it's great to have full episodes back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching them.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 100 bits. What skills or talents you have that's inspired by a character from a TV show, movie, or game? For example, people do call me MacGyver because of my science experiments.
Man, I mean, it's like I can.
Really not going to be MacGyver, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's like I can draw, but people don't call me Da Vinci or anything.
I used to get that you must have been as fun as Miss Frizzle kind of a thing.
I don't know if this counts, but Rob and I obviously brothers, and we bicker about stupid stuff. All right, we did a lot more when we were younger and stuff like that. So people used to call us Fraser and Niles quite a bit.
That's true. Or
yeah.
Statler and Waldorf, like when we're in a movie theater.
That's true. They would call us that.
Us.
Yeah, because we'd always like make little jokes to each other while watching. If it was a bad film, especially.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, do you have any favorite music videos?
I don't. Take on Me. I like the animation.
Mm.
Actually, in a similar vein, it's the stupidest thing ever, but opposites attract.
Okay.
That's a fun music video. I love that music. The little dancing
That's
mice
just a-
too get in there.
Yeah, it's just the song's so stupid.
Yeah.
Optinate, thank you for the 100 bits. Name the saddest anime movie that you've ever seen. For me, it's Grave of the Fireflies. I mean, great choice.
That's it. I can't think of one worse.
Right.
I
there
think it's
was-
physically impossible.
There was one that it was a short. I think you probably remember the name of it, Rob. I think it's called Voices of a Distant Star. Was that
Oh, Voices of a Distant
yeah.
Star
That
is
could be
so
pretty
good.
sad.
it? Yeah, and
Um,
I don't know. That was so fascinating. The idea that like these two are sharing like a romance while they're literally across space and time, and they're aging differently. They were both students, and then she stays a student, and he gets older, and she's also like fighting a war or something. He's just living a normal life, and then that was so intriguing and so strange, but also like kind of heartbreaking at the same time. I thought all that was really, really interesting.
I'm
F-
still saying Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies is. Yeah.
Oh,
Ugly cry.
this is a show, but Wolf's Rain. There's one character that gets killed
Oh,
off.
yeah.
It just like messed me up for about a week, man. I don't know. It was in the dead of winter when I was watching it too, so I was just like, ugh, I'm in a funk after seeing that.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. According to IMBD, you and Rob had a terrible fight while filming Kick-Asia. Kick-Asia? Sorry. Why did I say Kick-Asia? Like I've never heard of Kick-Asia before. Kick-Asia, is that true?
I mean, we
no
fight
memory
all
of
the
that.
Let's have a fight right now to duke it out. Let's see who won this fight right now. I don't remember that.
What are we doing? I have no memory of that.
Let me put it this way: if we did,
Yeah, if we had a fight, I could think of a couple fights. Like Kick-Asia was definitely not one of them. Like I don't ever remember having a fight like with Doug while doing Kick-Asia. So
there was a point where you were getting a shot running backwards and you fell over. Maybe people thought it pushed you.
yeah, no, I
Amazing.
mean there was a couple of accidents, but yeah, like I don't ever remember a fight. At least not on that one.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 31-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Woohoo! 31 months with awesome people like you. Also, my little niece, I'm gonna mess it up. Elena. I'm sorry. You've told me like 7 million times how to say it, and I always forget. I'm sorry. Jane is 6 months old today. She's growing up so fast. I'm one proud auntie.
So cool.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
congrats
that's
again,
awesome.
man. Yeah.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 100 bits. For my last bits of the month, I'm going to build the Winnebago from Spaceballs in Starfield. Ooh, that sounds awesome, actually.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, Doug, Robin, Heather. Great review of Robin Hood today. Yeah, I have to admit it, only a few furry crushes. Haida from Agretzko. Oh my gosh, I love Haida. Legoshi from Jack from Legoshi and Jack from Beastars, and Mr. Wolf from The Bad Guys. I love their voices.
Yeah, I think the bad guys, that was definitely one where it's I think we were talking like you could definitely tell a furry when somebody is like, that is one of the best films ever made. And those who aren't, who are like, yeah, it's fine. It's okay. But yeah, that movie I guess really has a hold on some people.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Recently, I've been obsessed with The Simpsons Road Rage. Sure, it's practically a Crazy Taxi ripoff, but it's the dialogue and character interactions that always have me coming back. They're simple, but they're funny, wholesome, and encapsulate the spirit of The Simpsons better than the modern seasons that you schmoes like for whatever reason.
We used to play that game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, we had a lot. And what's fun about it too, I don't know if you're playing, online or you still got like a GameCube or something, but you have to put in the date in the GameCube and stuff like that. And they would have certain holiday cars. They have a car for like New Year's, they have a car for like Christmas, one for Halloween and stuff like that. So if you do have a GameCube and it has the proper date, or maybe you could just switch the date to different holidays the more I think about it. But either way, there is usually a different car there that they set up.
Optinate, thank you for the 100 bits. I've yet to watch Oppenheimer. I watched Sound of Freedom, which is the story of Tim Ballard. Ballard?
Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oppenheimer's good.
Good for you. Yeah.
Heavy Metal Harry, thank you for the 100 bits. Did you guys see the Graham Norton episode where Eddie Redmayne, after winning the Oscar for the theory... why can't I speak today? The Theory of Everything, confesses his love for Nala from The Lion King. He then gets red-faced embarrassed as the rest of the guests say, well, they draw them sexy. Graham brings in a picture of Robin Hood and says, bet he's packing.
I do
That's
remember
awesome.
there's one scene where even as a kid, I kind of scratched my head. Everyone knows the look now. It's the look Nala has when she's like,
Like, when
Yeah.
she's
everyone
like,
knows that
do me
look.
now.
The
yeah.
eyes.
Even when I was a kid, I'm like, this feels weird.
Hell of a Bluey, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you guys going to review Little Mermaid before Disney-cember? Also, can you do dark tunes on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic?
I haven't watched the show that much, so that's probably not the best for me to talk about. I mean, it's fine. I just never got into it. But Little Mermaid will probably, because I think we're not gonna have time before October, so probably November. We'll do Little Mermaid, the remake. I don't know why that's hard to say. Remake.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, Doug and Rob, have you guys checked out the anime I recommended to you earlier, Black Lagoon? If you haven't, I hope you two do check it out soon. The dub for it is amazing. I would put it along Cowboy Bebop and FMA dub, like top tier.
Not yet. I got on the list though.
I'm 3 episodes in, and I do
Okay,
really enjoy
better
it.
get started.
I will be honest. I didn't think too much of the dub, so I'm watching it with subtitles again. But yeah, I'm 3 episodes in so far. I'm actually really enjoying it.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. It might be too late, but I'd like to throw in a suggestion for Nostalgiaween, Jeepers Creepers.
I never did see that movie, but it does have a following, doesn't it? So maybe that would make sense to do. I'll try to very least watch it because I never have sat down and watched the whole thing. I haven't seen clips of it. I don't know why I put it that way. So yeah.
Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. It's funny that someone brought up Morbius and Blade earlier because I learned there was an alternate ending where Blade sees him on another roof and goes after him.
Oh, to Morbius,
Morbius, maybe? Yeah.
Was it Wesley Snipes' Blade or which one was it? I'm so curious. I did not know. I mean, it'll make about as much sense as like just Michael Keaton showing up, has something to do with Spider-Man, I think.
Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. Didn't know Robin Hood bring the catalyst for Disney releasing their older films to physical media. Guess I have this movie to thank for making Phil Harris and Pat Butterram the voice of my childhood.
I think, I pronounced it that way too. I think it's Pat Buttram, I think is how you say it.
My brain.
Walter said it right, and I think I said it wrong in the review. Yeah, for some reason when I see it spelled out, it's very hard for me to say Buttram. I just see butt there, and I have to say that word. It's so silly.
KP Kruk, thank you for the 100 bits. 2 suggestions for dark tunes, the Goofy short No Smoking and the Porky Pig cartoon Holy Smoke. The latter had a crazy dream and song sequence with Porky being tormented by tobacco products.
I remember those.
I don't remember that one with Porky. That'd be a new one for me. The Goofy one I remember. That's another one where I think YouTube would, put age restriction on it because it's literally him smoking throughout the whole thing. In fact, the happy ending is him getting a cigarette.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
the so-called happy ending. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, so I don't think YouTube would let that fly.
Strider for Life, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen The Street Fighter: The Later Years by College Humor? It's a parody of the game and it's pretty funny.
I can't remember. I've seen a lot of College Humor. I don't know if I've seen that one. I'll try to check it out if I haven't.
Fat Dance, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, Heather, and Rob. My girlfriend, my dad, and I are going to see the re-release of The Lion King in 2 weeks. I'm super excited because it's my favorite film and it'll be my second time seeing it on the big screen.
It's a good film.
It's a fantastic film.
On the big screen. Yeah. Well, one of my favorite movie memories is just, because like when we first saw it, it was just, packed to the brim with people. I mean, like we had to sit pretty close to the screen. I just remember the first thing, you get that big circle of life sequence. Holy shit, that's so cool. And then as soon as Scar's paw comes down and gets the mouse there, just with that sound of being so close, you thwap, and I just heard this one guy in the theater go, "Whoa!" It just always made me laugh.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Heard this question on TikTok and thought it'd be fun to ask you guys. What's a franchise that got progressively worse with each film? I can name a few: 50 Shades of Grey, Transformers, Jurassic Park.
Terminator, Alien.
Yeah.
A
lot of
Ghostbusters.
Highlander. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, I think kind of the outliers are the ones that get better, like your Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or something. Yeah.
Mel Honeygirl, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, what are your thoughts on doing a best of MTV's Liquid TV?
God, I remember hearing that Liquid TV. I have to go back. That really takes me back here. Yeah, was it like the animation stuff they do? It was a bunch of like different. Yeah, it was different animated shorts. Oh, the head. That's right. I think like Beavis and Butthead came from here too. Maybe this is something I would enjoy talking about. I don't know how many people would like listening to it. You know what I mean? And we do have to kind of do like a balance here of like, what'll get, especially because we have like sponsors on the videos and stuff. And they're paying money for that. We want to make sure they get views too. So we try to compromise. I don't think anyone would tune into that. So probably not. But I do remember it. It was very, very cool.
Captain John, thank you for the 100 bits. Would you be willing to collaborate with the Critical Drinker? And what movie would you both review?
I don't know. I've only seen a little bit of his stuff. And I enjoyed it. I liked it fine. I don't know what we would do. I feel like our styles are a little different too. I know we're very cynical when we review movies and stuff like that, but it's like I do feel like it's different styles. So my guess would be no, but I mean, like, it doesn't look like he needs my help. It looks like he's doing very, very well. So yeah, there's nothing I can think of at the moment that would be like, like that's perfect, kind of thing.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. I recently rewatched Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. Putting my nostalgia aside, I was surprised by how much I still appreciated the way it got its lessons of compassion across as an example of making the moral explicitly clear without feeling preachy.
Yeah, I've yet to see anything VeggieTales, and everybody tells me, even if you're not religious, it's like really, really good. They're just good shows and good movies and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess unless they put it on Disney Plus, because that's how I saw Bluey. Unless they do that, I don't know when I'm ever going to see it. But I hear they're very good.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Sacha Baron Cohen movie, The Dictator?
I don't remember if I saw that one.
Hold on. I'm not a big fan of either that or Borat. This doesn't do it for me.
I did see this movie. Yeah, it didn't do much for me either. It's just the jokes. There is a sense where you can feel like with his, when they don't work, you can feel like they're trying to go really shocking, but that's all they're relying on. There's not much humor there when they don't work. Where at least with Borat, I do like Borat still fine. I thought that was a good combination of shocking and humor, but I feel like as it kind of went on, he focused more on just the shock value. But I heard the second Borat is good, and he's still a great talent. I think he's a legit, really good actor.
Oh yeah, there's things he's been in that I love him in. It's just those aren't one of them.
Yeah, but I don't remember enjoying it that much.
Alex loves musicals. Thank you for the 100 bits. It's cool. I was watching an interview with Greta Gerwig about the Barbie movie. That montage at the end of the movie with all those women were from real life home movies of women who worked on the movie.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
KP Crook, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the 1997 film The Jackal, starring Bruce Willis and Richard Gere?
I never saw it.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I like Bruce Willis, but I think Richard Gere is very boring, so I think I avoided it. Yeah, I never checked it out.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen Cape Fear 1962? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I really like it. I like that a lot more than the remake. A lot of people like the Scorsese remake. I don't know, maybe I'm just never in the right mindset, but it feels the way it's shot and edited, it just seems so silly to me. Like it feels more like Misery, where it's meant to be a comedy, and I don't know if it's supposed to be. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm missing that. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Maybe if I watch it now, I would enjoy it more. But I really do like the original a great deal.
Hype train number 2, chat. Thank you. Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, would you consider doing a Disney-cember video for either of the first 2 Muppet movies, 1979 film and Muppet Caper, especially how much you have referenced the latter in your reviews?
Maybe. That might be another, like, I can't remember if I had on the list, like, things to add down the line. Like, just the Muppet movies in general actually wouldn't be a bad idea. If I do that, I think I would do it like that. I would do it as now I'm doing the Muppet movies, like before Disney bought them, kind of thing.
JPith, thank you for the 100 bits. What's a Halloween candy that gets a lot of hate, but you can't help but love? For me, god damn, I love Smarties so much. Black licorice. Love black licorice. Give me all the black licorice.
Yeah, I like licorice, so
I just discovered Zagnut. For whatever reason, I was editing these movies. Like, I think it was like Beetlejuice and then like Hancock, and both of them had Zagnut. And I'm like, what the hell is this thing? It was all over the place for a while. I never had one, so I just became obsessed with finding. I like when I go to a gas station, I see if they had it. Finally, this like sort of retro candy store, because of course that exists, had it, and I tried it and I really liked it. So I guess that one counts.
Retro Station, thank you for the 100 bits. Just reminding you to watch Chomps, Cyborg Benji movie. It's insane.
I remember you saying that. Yeah, it's I have it written down somewhere, but yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen the Cape Fear remake? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Oh, well, there you go. I was just talking about that. I may need to rewatch it because maybe I'm not in the right headspace whenever I check it out. But yeah, I thought it was just a little too corny, but maybe that's the idea. Maybe that was the intention. I'm not sure. So I gotta check it out again.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Shoot to Kill, starring Sidney Poitier and Tom Berenger?
I don't know if I've seen that movie. Shoot to Kill.
That one I have not seen.
Yeah, no.
I've seen a lot of Sidney Poitier films. I don't think I ever got to that one.
Yeah, I've never seen this one. I'll try to check it out.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Favorite Queen song that isn't Bohemian Rhapsody?
I'm trying to think, like...
Don't Stop Me Now.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, when one comes on.
Another one bites the dust.
Ooh, that's a great choice.
Yeah, actually, I like how there's the Don't Stop Me Now. That kind of just gets you, like... oh, okay, I got energy now, listening to this. I think I'm with you on that one, actually.
Alex Loves Musicals, thank you for the 100 bits. What I found especially beautiful about the Barbie movie goes along with what you said, Doug. The movie felt like women returning to their childhood, using it to figure out life where they belong in this world and to deal with complicated emotions. It's a movie about life changing and growing up in this complex world.
And what I hate, this is why I hated coming to this conclusion. I've been wrong about movies I've changed my mind about. It's not a big thing. Is that I know exactly why. Because I didn't grow up playing with Barbie. And I always try to be a critic that's like, well, just because...
Oh, now be honest.
Yeah, okay. Maybe for a couple years I was really into it, but no. But that's the thing, is that as a critic, you try to be like, okay, just because this isn't for me doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean that this isn't, well made and stuff. But like I say, it was that last third that was throwing me out. And I still have issues with that last third. But still, for what the movie's trying to accomplish and its goal and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, it did it in a really goddamn clever way. Like, this does work. This objectively works. It sets out a goal, says we're going to do this, and it does do it. And it is something where I'm glad I wasn't like Die Hard, like, don't go see. I'm like, no, there's an audience here. I think it's going to do well. People are going to connect with it. But like I said, I went out, walked, I came to that mindset. I'm like, shit, yeah, I think this is good. I think this is really good.
Retro Station, thank you for the 100 bits. When is Space Trash coming out? Will it be on Blu-ray?
because the studio stuff happened. Yeah,
Tim's
that
kinda
delayed
stuck
it.
between a rock and a hard place. So
But
he's got the first 3 episodes filmed at least.
But the good news though is that the studio is like, as soon as Nostalgia Ween starts, it made the second episode of Nostalgia Ween, we should be back in there. So that's good, at least. Yeah, no, that he's the one I feel like that suffered the most out of all this, because we can shoot from home, we can do stuff like that, like him. I mean, you've seen like the trailer. It's like a big production. It's like so freaking cool and everything, and it just all sorts of bad luck happened, man, and it sucks. I can't wait for it to be all finished up though.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou? And if so, thoughts? I don't know. Sorry, I know it didn't get the best reviews, but I thought it was pretty solid. Loved Bill Murray's performance.
I just saw it this year.
That's one of his films that I'm just like, I don't hate it, but I'm like, it's all right.
It is one of those where I'm like, I see why because people either love or hate it, and I totally see why. I lean towards, I don't like it, but again, I totally get why this has an audience and people would love it and get into that hypnotic world and everything. I totally understand it. It's another one I'd be very much on the cusp of like, do I like this or don't I? It's like, I lean towards don't, but I'm close, man. I'm pretty close, because there is a lot of just kooky, surreal stuff in there.
Dragon's Toy, thank you for the 100 bits. So I know the box arrived yesterday, but just wondering if there is anything left of the 2 bricks that I sent you, Doug. Much love to everyone, and I hope the care box finds you all well, or at least on the mend. Thank you, Dragon's Toy. I just got mine today from Wayflow.
I haven't gotten anything yet. If I find out Doug has eaten it, there's gonna be words and knives.
There's literally a brick and a third left of mine, because you were so kind to give me 2. But by God, don't you know I have a problem? I have an addiction to those. And it literally just got today. I got it today, and there's only a third of that brick left. So yeah, I do have Rob's. I have Malcolm's as well. I'll hand it to them, next time I see them and stuff. But yeah, goddamn, they're so buttery. They're so good.
Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. If you want a weird Christmas carol, look for 2006 that has anthropomorphic animals in CGI. And the wildest thing is, in Christmas Future, Tiny Tim isn't dead. Instead, he becomes the new Scrooge.
That's creative. That's a little funny. Okay. Kind of a creative idea. It's just called A Christmas Carol, I'm assuming.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Maybe I'll try to check it out.
Hell of a Bluey, thank you for the 100 bits. What do you think of Hell of a Boss, especially Luna, who is a furry girl?
I mean, I see why that character has a following. I like the show a great deal. I love seeing this online animation get not only so much attention, but so many views and so much support.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And it's just so nice. It's nice, and not only just an animation project that's not, bogged down too much by producers and we need to make it for a wide audience and stuff like that, but also that it's hand-drawn. These people want to bring hand-drawn animation back, and they're good at it, and they're creative, and just every frame has so much stuff to look at. It just has such a respect for, the line and what can be done within everything. So, yeah, I enjoy it a great deal. I haven't seen the latest one. I think one dropped earlier this week. But, yeah, no, I've very much been enjoying them.
Hippozilla, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen the Warcraft movie? That movie was hyped to be the one to make gaming movies look good instead of bad, but it was just another bad game movie.
I guess if you play Warcraft, you like it. And if you don't, you hate it. That's all I ever hear. I do not, and I do not play Warcraft, and
I haven't either.
Yeah, and I haven't seen the movie, kind of because I've heard that. I haven't reviewed it either, because I've just heard, unless you're just gonna be bored. It's not like, oh, it's so bad it's good. It's just boring if you don't know the game. But if you do, apparently it's great. So I feel like I'm not the guy to talk about it.
Hell of a Bluey, thank you for the 100 bits. Any CGI you praised in films released between first Jurassic Park and the second Lord of the Rings?
And he said, "Oh, I'm sure there's got to be some." Oh, okay. I'll say this: I liked CGI in that time when they took away stuff like the Headless Horseman and Sleepy Hollow and stuff like that. Looked really good.
Titanic. I thought the
Yeah.
CGI in Titanic was overall pretty damn good.
Yeah, like some of it's a little dated. Now, you know, the weird, like, yeah, some of the people walking
And
looks a little dated.
and the Matrix. I mean, for what it is, like
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
like
the
we
weird-
knew it was fake. Like, but it was
Yeah.
also a computer world, so I thought that like
Yeah.
fit. Yeah.
In Titanic, the weirdest effect to me, I don't know, I haven't seen it in a while, but every time I saw it, the black sky, it's gonna sound weird, it was always too black. It just looked like a layover effect. It never looked like you were really at night there. Just something, I don't know. Maybe they changed it in other edits or whatever. But yeah, I just always remember, like, even on the big screen, I'm like, that it just looks like a black hole. That just looks like someone laid like construction paper like on the screen. It looks odd.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. By the way, Heather, did you check out the page I told you about on YouTube that posts your guys' streams? Yes, I did. We'll do what we can, but I mean, in general, if you're that person, just stop stealing our content, please. You're stealing our content.
Thank you.
We have talked about adding some of the streams to the talked about adding some of the stream VODs to the YouTube page, but just haven't quite gotten there yet. So it might come. So just chill and stop stealing our content, okay? Cool, great. Captain John, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the live-action One Piece series?
I haven't seen it yet. Everyone says it's great.
I gotta see it. I'm super curious. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if after all of this, it's like, oh, finally they made a good live-action anime adaptation. What was it? One Piece. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, no, but I've heard it's good. I've heard it from people that have not seen the anime are saying it's really good. So that's kind of what I was looking for. So yeah, I'm excited to check it out. It'll probably be like in a week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll be caught up then.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, been a while, but I'm finally back to see these streams. Here's my first question. Which Kill Bill villain is your favorite?
Lucy Liu's character, Crazy 88.
Yeah, her the Michael Madsen character was just so schlubby and depressing.
Yeah, I liked him because he was unlike the others. He's just some schlub.
But then that nice little twist that he said he sold the sword and then he still had it. I don't know why. That just added an extra layer that was so fascinating to me. It's like, oh, yeah, no, this guy was a little bit more complex than I thought. But I mean, like a close second would probably be Lucy Liu.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on Harley Quinn season 4 so far? I feel like it's been good and funny.
I think it's been the funniest one I've seen.
Just oh my god, him going to Italy.
Oh my god,
turns out the pasta maker was me all along.
No, because I always feel like with that show, I'll see a season where I'm like, man, that made me laugh. I don't remember much what happened to it. Then I'll see one where it's like, man, I really like the story, but it didn't make me laugh that much. Like this one's just a perfect marriage of the two. And even before then, that Valentine's Day special, which I thought was so funny, that was also a perfect marriage of the two. I feel like I'm really connecting the jokes with what's happening in the story too. Like they're really, really melded well together. So yeah, no, I think it's been very, very funny.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on Bane in Harley Quinn season 4? Has he gotten annoying for you?
No, he's still pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, you know, man, isn't that impressive? Because that character should be annoying by now. You know,
no, he's not annoying me. I just that whole Tuscan journey he went on just killed me. I loved it.
I will say this: when that started with the pasta maker and stuff in that episode, I thought, oh, are we still on this? But that's just what they did with it.
They found a way to just up it so much. Yeah.
It just went so far. It was so funny. Yeah, no, he really makes me laugh.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on Nightwing in the Harley Quinn show? Hilarious.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm the outsider here.
I find it pretty funny.
With the exception of Robin, I find most of the Bat family pretty boring, and that's actually even kind of including Batman. Even though one of the better episodes, I do like the one where they go in his brain. I don't know. I just don't find that interesting.
Nightwing. Here's the thing, though, with Nightwing and Batgirl, I'm okay with them being a little boring because I feel it needs to offset the kind of zaniness that they're sort of the straight characters. Because Robin, and now that we find out his overbearing mother, like it's like he's pretty out there. So I think Batman, like you need somebody to like Bruce needs to be kind of a straight person, particularly like when he's dealing with Gordon and Gordon's insane.
God,
like,
I love Gordon so much.
Yeah, like so I'm okay with that.
Mum Ra, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug and Rob, what's your most favorite and disliked Superman-related live-action TV series and why? Adventures of Superman, Superboy, Lois and Clark, Smallville, Krypton, Supergirl, or Superman and Lois?
I've not watched any that I've hated, but I've also not watched that much, so I'm really not the person to ask.
I've got a soft spot for Smallville.
I heard Supergirl was pretty good, but I never got around to seeing much of that.
And a lot of those CW shows start off good and then they get pretty meh.
I guess, I mean, I remember liking Lois and Clark fine, but again, it wasn't really my thing. But I know
same here.
Was fine. Yeah, I guess. And I do remember Superboy, actually. I remember, I was just like, wait a minute, there's a boy that, like, how many are there? Is there a super dog? And there was.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Top 3 Disney movie scores. Not songs, just the musical scores.
Man, Lion King, Hunchback. Should I cheat and say Fantasia? It's literally classic.
I was going to say, if you're also cheating, you could say Sleeping Beauty. A lot of that was based
no, that's...
But it is a really good score. Like, that dragon fight at the end, the music just is fucking nuts. It's so good.
Yeah, and the Maleficent, think of that. It's so good.
No, it's those are. Oh, and did we say Hunchback?
Oh yeah, I said Hunchback.
Oh yeah, Hunchback.
Like another original one. I don't know, maybe shit. I don't know why this is like really hard for me to do. I'm like thinking of all these great movies and everything. I guess like Beauty and the Beast, I guess. I don't know. It's like a toss-up between that and Aladdin, maybe. No, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. That is just beautiful. So there we go. Little Mermaid, Hunchback, and Lion King.
Country Bears.
Thank you, Rob.
Clearly.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. With Doom Patrol Season 4 still not having been out yet since January, do you think WB shelved those last episodes for a tax write-off like Batgirl? I'm starting to think so.
Could be. I don't know. But they also have an, I was gonna say they also have an Oscar winner on there, but I'm like, but wait, so did Batgirl? It's the exact same Oscar winner. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's fine. I hope not either, but I guess we'll see.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Miss LeBons is becoming one of my favorite Bob's Burger characters. H.J. Benjamin's voice for her is hysterical. One moment that kills me is when she catches her students trading cards during the Pledge of Allegiance and orders them to apologize to America.
Apologize to America.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Heavy Metal Harry, thank you for the 100 bits. At what point do we draw the line of sexy furries being weird? Beauty and the Beast has been a story for centuries. The Shape of Water, Avatar are both mainstream movies. Miyamoto designed Crystal from Star Fox for sex appeal, his words. My point is sexy furries are a lot more mainstream than you think.
Oh, I completely agree. I even said that in the thing, like, just because, like 50 Shades of Grey, like, I don't know, like in the 40s or something, like you probably get arrested for like seeing something like that, but now it's like, it's like something like Housewives, watch and be like, ooh, steamy, it's like mainstream. So yeah, no, that was honestly my point. And like, what's that phrase? Like normal people are just people you don't know very well. Like everybody has something weird. Yeah, it's definitely not like a shame. Weird is weird. Weird's cool. I mean, like, I don't know how many times you've seen Keep Chicago weird, Keep New York weird. It's like, weird's a good thing. Like I said, weird doesn't always have to mean bad.
Dan Evil Robot, thank you for the 10-month subscription. Hello, everyone in Channel Awesome. Hello.
Hi.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Dogtooth?
I don't know if I saw that one. Hold on.
I don't know that one.
Tooth.
I'm gonna tuck out for 1 second, just get some water here.
Okay, cool.
Right, cool. Well, okay. I got a lot of images of actual dog teeth. Good to know.
It's all one word.
Yes, now I see. I have never heard of this movie. It looks funky. It looks weird. Damn. I'm sorry, just the more images I look at, I'm like, what the hell? I'll try to. Oh, it's the guy who did like the lobster and stuff like that. Okay, so it'll be interesting. I'll try to check it out.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. If another Avatar show got made, would you rather it be a prequel to Last Airbender or a sequel to Legend of Korra? I would say prequel.
That's so funny. I would say sequel because I
Oh.
feel like they went so much into the backstory of so many of the other avatars where we don't know what's going to be after Korra. So it's kind of like, all right, and what the hell would you do after that? Sort of like the modern age, happens in Korra. Like, what's after that? Like, that's even more intriguing. I mean, as long as you get good people, you can make it interesting. But at the same time, you can just go to like any of the past avatars and probably just do a series on one of them and make them interesting. Was it a Kyoshi? Is that the green lady? I mean, just a show on her would be pretty interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah. FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie To the Wonder?
Don't think I know that one either. Hold on. To the Wonder. No, not videos, images. Yeah, never heard of it. Ben Affleck, Javier Bardem. Okay, I'll try to check it out.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Was there anything about Jupiter Ascending that you genuinely liked?
I like the callback to Brazil.
Yeah,
obviously like good movies.
The production design.
Yeah, there's ideas, and I think it's too ambitious for its own good. I think it already. That's kind of my issue with them, is that they kind of feel like they're already important by the time they're telling the story. It's like, no, you need to win us over. You need to make us realize why this is important. It's not beyond just a lot of talking. You need to have some real character and stuff. But at the same time, they do make very ambitious movies. I mean, my favorite of theirs is still Bound, and that's a very, very simple story, but like, it is just gripping. It is heart pounding. So yeah,
it's a good thriller.
I like it more when they make it simple. Not everything has to be a super long speech and super complicated layers within layers. Just sometimes a simple story, can be complicated enough in a weird way.
Heavy Metal Harry, thank you for the 100 bits. Did hair metal and new metal deserve the hate? No, absolutely not, okay? Hair metal can be fun. I love a little bit of new metal every now and then. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I guess I'm just discovering this, that there's I guess everything, if you look hard enough, has a diehard hate for it. But yeah, there really is like a hate for it. I guess as someone who's not I'm not gonna act like I'm totally like engulfed in this world and stuff, but I grew up liking, metal and Metallica, Rob Zombie and all that stuff. It's like, I still like it. And, whenever I go to a concert, the people are all cool and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's fine.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Which DC actor do you think did a better job as their character acting-wise? Jason Momoa as Aquaman or Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman?
Oh, shit.
I like them both.
I mean, I feel like I gotta say, it's hard to say if this is the performance, but I mean, I think that plays a big part. I feel like I gotta say Gal Gadot because I think of, like I said, I mean, just that scene where she climbs up on the battlefield and stuff like that was just one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. And I just feel like if the performance wasn't there and I wasn't on board with her, and that frustration of people are dying, why aren't we doing anything? And just the whole film being told that she's finally like, no, I'm done. And she goes up and does that. I mean, it's like, that was such an amazing moment. I feel like the performance has to play a big part in that, too. But yeah, obviously, Momoa's awesome, too.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on the Joker's role in Harley Quinn season 4?
I like him going evil again. That's very nice to see.
Yeah, I do too.
But I gotta wait and see what they do with it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they're throwing a few twists and turns. At first, I'm like, oh, that's lame, and I'm like, oh, actually, that's funny. Oh, wait, is it? I gotta wait and see what they do with the whole thing.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What is your favorite cameo from the original Muppet movie? For me, it's Mel Brooks as the evil scientist.
Steve, I do love Steve Martin as the waiter.
Oh yeah.
Is there a Miss Piggy here? Miss Piggy? Like, that's the only pig and frog in the. Or would you like to sniff the bottle cap?
Yeah, that's probably it. But the other one, only because it's him and there's no reason for him to be there, is Richard Pryor just being with the balloon, just like, hey, why don't you get both? And it's like such a nothing line, but because it's him and he's just so odd, it's why is he there? That just makes me laugh so hard.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Which Treehouse of Horror segment is your favorite aside from the shinning? For me, it's Citizen Kang when the aliens disguise themselves as Clinton and Dole to take over the election.
Go ahead, vote for a third party. Throw your vote away.
I'm trying to think, what's the one? Oh, I mean, it's in the same episode, the time traveling one.
Oh yeah,
so great.
They're all like eating with frog tongues, and Homer's like, close enough.
Look, it's raining again.
Yeah, no donuts.
We're going to have to pick up the pace just a little bit. We're 35 minutes behind.
Gotcha.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Did you see the recent movie Bottoms? It's an interesting flick. It has a few cliches I'm sure you'll hate, but the ending is just nuts. Think of it as a modern Double Team.
It's so funny because when someone brought up Bottoms, I was like, oh, I thought that was a movie. I guess not. It's like, oh, it is. It's weird. I swore I heard like, oh, maybe I got like a screening for it or something. I don't know, because I'm like, this sounds familiar, but the images aren't bringing up anything for me. I will try to check it out.
Hippozilla, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Have you seen the Warcraft movie, and what did you think about it?
No, man, a lot of questions about Warcraft movie, I guess. No, I hear if you don't play Warcraft, you don't really get into it, and I don't, so I kind of skipped it. But maybe one day I'll check it out just to see for myself.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. So my niece is pregnant right now. I'm gonna be a great uncle. I did not expect there to be a great uncle at only 27.
Oh, congrats.
Enjoy it, though. Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What are your thoughts on Peter Sellers in Doctor Strangelove? Personally, I think his character is genuinely one of the funniest and most underrated movie villains.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, I mean, well, all three parts that he plays, right? Because there's three that he plays. Yeah.
Hey, there's no fighting in the war room.
Yeah, actually, my favorite is probably him as the president. That's probably even more than Strangelove. I think that was funnier.
Adam Gunther, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you seen the One Piece Netflix show? And if so, your thoughts?
Not yet. I'll probably get around to it next week, would be my guess.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Guys, I want to confess something a little embarrassing. I can't bring myself to watch A Clockwork Orange ever because it actually makes me sick. I tried watching a reaction channel watch it and I still couldn't take it. That being said, I legitimately do acknowledge it as a masterpiece in storytelling and character study.
You're not alone. There's a lot of people who say, look, this is a brilliant movie, but I am never going to watch it
Watch
again.
what you can.
Yeah, no, that's a very common thing.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 100 bits. What was your favorite scene in the Flash movie? And please don't say when it ended.
Crazy Bruce looking like frickin' Alan Moore.
You know, I mean, I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit, but the ending, but not the credits, the scene before the credits, without going away to giving away too much, the scene with the mother.
That was great.
Yeah, the grocery store. That was a
good.
legit, actually really good scene.
Yeah.
And I liked Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like his Batman much this time, but yeah.
Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. It was the Snipes Blade film that had Morbius appear. You can find the alternate ending clip on YouTube.
Oh, so like it switched around as Morbius was in a Blade film. Gotcha. Okay, good to know.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you ever heard of the show Upstart Crow? It's a British sitcom set in the days of Shakespeare with Shakespeare as a character.
Really? No. Upstart Crow. Okay. I will try to check this out.
Author, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Appreciate that. Had to bring this up while it's still a hot topic. I don't think as many furry crushes as human/demi-human crushes, but topping that first list would definitely be Fluttershy. Beautiful appearance, personality, voice, speaking, and singing, and one of the most nurturing characters you will ever come across.
Very cool.
There you go.
Wild Katarn, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug. Ever thought of doing any of the old Max Fleischer Superman cartoons? Made during the golden age of comics, they are full of atmosphere, dark themes, and even citizen deaths. Definitely a product of its time, but I think it would fit your dark tunes very well.
I don't know about dark Dark Toons will be pushing a little bit. I've done a few riffs on them, and I love those cartoons. I don't mean to like discredit them, but like anything else, they're fun to kind of make jokes around and stuff like that. No, those are very cool. A lot of Batman the Animated Series was based around those.
Alan, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, do you have an idea what the theme month of March is going to be? Would you consider a Ninja Turtles month?
I've thought about it, but I'm leaning towards like an Indiana Jones month now that the last one came out. I think we're pretty solid. They're not going to do another one after that. They'd have one for each one. I wouldn't mind re-reviewing Temple of Doom now that I have these other two movies to compare it to and be like, how does this compare now?
Wild Katarn, thank you for the 100 bits. Would you ever bring any of your old bit characters in future reviews? Casper, Dr. Smith, Spiders, Melvin, Brother of the Joker, Laurie, Prince, always make me laugh.
If it feels like it's...
Let them rest in peace in the meme graveyard.
I mean, if something warrants it, sure, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can think of top of my head, that would work out with.
Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. NC Commercial Specials request. Anyone else remember the Wonka candy commercials? Some of those candies are still being made despite the brand being retired. Plus, with a movie coming out, just a thought, checking out. In fact, talking about it right now makes me crave some nerds.
I kind of remember there was a cartoon one, I think, where they animated the Oompa Loompas. But I don't have much memory outside of that. I'll try to look them up.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Even though I love Robert De Niro's performance, my big problem with Cape Fear remake is that I really did not like the family. I thought they were all annoyingly miserable to watch for a survival movie. I feel like you're supposed to want them to survive.
I just remember it being very cartoony. That was my issue with it.
Oyram, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, fun fact. You know Floyd Norman, the first black Disney animator who actually defends the crows from Dumbo and Song of the South? He worked on Robin Hood and absolutely hates Skippy the Boy Rabbit. He called him annoying and bratty.
Oh, I've seen this guy. Yeah, I feel like I've seen either a documentary or some videos on him. Yeah, no, he's really cool. Yeah, I mean, Fred, the youngest rabbit was the one that kind of got on our nerves.
Yeah, that was the one that annoyed us.
The one with the whip and she was kind of annoying.
Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. Not sure if you knew or not, but comedy recording artist Tom Lehrer last year relinquished the copyright for his music and made them all public domain. What's cool is he's still with us at 95 years old.
That's cool. It's very cool.
Nice.
Oyram, thank you for that 6-month subscription. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Anybody looking forward to Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2? It truly does look like an upgrade from the first one. From the visuals to the individual attacks of each character, Ren and Stimpy look way more manic than before.
I played the first one. I liked it fine, but I got tired of it pretty quick. So I haven't checked out too much on the second one, but I hope people like it.
Hippozilla, thank you for the 100 bits. Sorry for the repeated messages. I didn't realize that Heather was behind the time frame of the chat. Just came back from work. At least you got 1K points.
There you go.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, what is your wife's favorite movie? Rob, same question. Heather, same question about your husband.
Psycho.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that funny? She has like a weird gothic dark side that she doesn't talk about much with people, but she loves especially dark psychological stuff.
So I just asked my wife. She says it's a tie between, get this, Dead Poet Society and Schindler's List.
Oh boy.
Love uppers.
Lucas loves the anime Summer Wars, the anime movie Summer Wars. Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm looking forward to the final DLC drop for Sonic Frontiers. I'd like to watch either of you guys do a playthrough of it one of these days. It's on my radar, but we'll see.
There's so many other games for me I really want to play.
At Movies, thank you for the 100 bits. Would you ever consider bringing back Real Thoughts for some of your past reviews?
Maybe. I mean, it did make more sense when like the NC character was just so, die hard into the comedy, and now it's like kind of an exaggeration of just my thoughts. So, I don't know. There's nothing that's popping in my head that makes sense.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it, but that'd be up to you.
We'll see if we can find one that makes sense to do.
JPit, thank you for the 100 bits. In a way, the 90s feel like Wild West of CGI, just for the sheer amount of inconsistencies and experimenting going on.
I can see that. I could have used more experimenting, honestly. Like, I don't know, when I think of experimenting, I think of like what the Spider-Verse did, kind of stuff. Not that it has to look that good, but there really was legit experimenting there.
FBL, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Bottoms?
I I haven't seen it. I don't even know if I've seen a trailer, so I gotta check it out.
Gunsblade, thank you for the 100 bits. You haven't talked about Fright Night since your Langoliers review. You should do an old versus new Fright Night 1985 versus 2011.
Yeah, but everyone just says the new one's pretty dull and not that interesting. And I just barely got into the original, honestly. I don't know. It's not one of my personal favorites, so probably not.
Bat Dance, thank you for the 100 bits. So my teacher this week was explaining how big MJ's videos were back in the day. Apparently the black or white video aired after The Simpsons?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, what was the other one? Do you remember the time that aired? I think after The Simpsons.
Yeah, and an extra part of the video that I don't know if you can find today because a lot of parents were like, "This is great, get our kids around the TV," and the black and white video is great and everything. And then there's just a scene where he's like beating up a car and touching himself, and they're like covering the kid's eyes, like, "What the hell are you doing, MJ?" So some could argue this part for the course, but that's the R.I.P. Come on.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, have you seen the recent 8 Crazy Nights meme? It's been splitting my sides from the first instant it showed up on my Twitter feed.
No.
I don't think I've seen it either. Disney Knowledge, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, since you love Fantasia, I wanted to let you know if you haven't seen it, check out Bruno Bozzetto's Allegro non troppo. It's a Fantasia parody while also being its own thing. Disney Knowledge, Thank you for the 100 bits. This is part 2 of that. You can view the whole film on YouTube, and even Disney animators like the film. It has a very Monty Python sense of humor with an old lady orchestra, an irate conductor, a forced-to-work animator, and a gorilla on the loose, to name a few things.
I've seen it. It is very, very funny. It's great animation. And then Fantasia 2000, ironically, would take some of that music and put it in theirs. They have Firebird in there. It's great seeing 2 totally different interpretations of that music. So yeah, no, I greatly enjoy it.
Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. Been meaning to recommend this, but a few years ago I watched a video essay dubbed Disney's Robin Hood and the Death of Color, where it not only looks into the history of the film, but also why more recent Robin Hood adaptations have failed. Worth a watch.
It's funny. I'm like, Death of Color, but it's like, I bet I know what they're talking about. Sort of the bright vibrance that was in like the Errol Flynn one and the Disney one. That does sound kind of interesting. Maybe I'll check that out.
A Pagan Priest, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, huge fan of your work. What's your favorite Kevin Smith movie?
Clerks. Yeah, it's gotta be Clerks.
Mine's Clerks.
That's fair. Captain John, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Wonka trailer?
It didn't look like anything to me, but, I like Paddington. It's the same people as that, so hopefully it's good.
Wild Katarn, thank you for the 100 bits. Not sure if you've addressed this, but will you try to see the new Tiny Toons show, Tiny Toons Looniversity? They already killed the no relation joke by making Buster and Babs twins.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm almost all the way through it, and I actually like it. I think it's got good energy. It's got a good spirit of the original. It's like the original mixed with the world of Gumball, and I do enjoy it. But I don't get the sibling thing. That is odd.
A Pagan Priest, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you excited for Mortal Kombat tomorrow?
Oh, Mortal Kombat 1?
Yes.
I'm assuming?
Yes.
So excited I forgot it was even coming out. Tell me how it is.
Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm really looking forward to Mortal Kombat 1. It got the premium edition, so I'll get to play as Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you was there. That's awesome.
Alexander, thank you for the
does he play Guile from Street Fighter? That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
Fighting in the outer world for wild piss.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm a huge Steve Martin fan, and I have a soft spot for Looney Tunes back in action, but I did not find his role in it very funny. What are your thoughts? Do you think that's his worst performance, or are there any others that may top it?
Sergeant Bilko was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. But I mean,
yeah.
the Looney Tunes isn't very good. He's not very good in it.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando Garcia, thank you for the 100 bits. I was so happy when someone mentioned nu metal earlier, and nowadays I've become bitter towards a lot of mainstream stuff, Netflix stuff, Nintendo stuff, comic book shit, Disney shit, but metal has never disappointed me. Ironic that something super loud and super aggro is my comfort blanket. I don't think you're alone in that.
Yeah, there's always going to be like that similar sound in there. That's a good point, where it feels like it's not really going to... There's always going to be somebody doing it right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we have 5 minutes and we finished all the bits. Woo!
Hooray!
Cartoon Dictator says, have you seen The Ghost and Molly McGee, Hamster, and Gretel Haley on it?
I know what they are because I see them advertised on Disney Plus, but no, I haven't seen them.
Dino Man has our top 5 Walters. 5 new White Bill Walter, 4 Batman Walter, 3 Neo Walter, 2 Joker Walter, and 1 Zack Snyder.
Of course, gotta be Zack Snyder. Yeah, I forgot what new White Bill was. I mean, obviously it kind of explains itself, but I don't remember that. Like,
I don't
if it
remember
wasn't
that
a
character.
review or anything. Yeah, I'm totally blanking.
John316, thank you for the 100 bits. Have you decided which old Disney game to play for Disney-cember yet? Gargoyles, I think, is coming out again soon.
I was just eyeing that because I didn't play the Sega Genesis one. I was like, well, what's this game being redone and everything? So that might be good because my guess is we'd have to do one that's only like a stream long, kind of thing. So that's probably a good one.
Oh, Dino Man is saying from the It review. Walter's character from the It review. New White Bill. I don't know. Lord R. Wolfen says, hello, Queen Bee, Heather, Rob, Hansel, and Doug, Funny Mayonnaise. My question for all of you is, what is your favorite video game villain? For me, it's Girahim from Zelda Skyward Sword and Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. God, Kefka's a great choice, Lord R. Wolfen. Loved Kefka.
I'm trying to... Yeah, man, I'm like trying to go through one so there. It's like, yeah, it's good, but what's like the one? I'll say that I never played these games, but just for the hype and build up and like almost majesty of this character, he has his own theme song, the Sephiroth.
Oh, Sephiroth.
I love Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like he's so well known that
Lord
I know no idea
Sephiroth.
about this character, but I'm just like, I just love the hype around this guy.
Love Sephiroth so much. Xehanort, of course, J-Star.
Oh yeah,
Dugganort.
The Grim Reaper from the Castlevania series.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
That was always
Yeah,
a bastard.
I think that's it. Because what do you do after you defeat death?
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just like, boy, I think I'd be pretty good now.
Yeah, right? For sure. Master Tiebreaker, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug, now that I'm finished with Steven Universe, I'm curious, who's your favorite gem and who is your favorite fusion? I'm particularly fond of Peridot and Opal.
I like Peridot. Peridot's probably my favorite. Although Garnet's pretty close. I really, really like Garnet. Well, okay, there you go. Peridot's my favorite gem, and Garnet's my favorite fusion.
Well, there you go. KP, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you have a favorite Leslie Nielsen guilty pleasure performance? Mine is his performance in Spy Hard.
No, I can't do Spy Hard.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I guess out of the Naked Gun movies, like 3's probably the weakest. So I guess I'll say that, but I still like it. Yeah.
Alexander, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the movie Yes Man?
No, man. I didn't think it was that funny. It's a cute concept, but yeah, it didn't do much for me.
Matt Gamer says, Rob, where are you? I hear you, but I don't see you. JK, lol. How are you? It's been a while. How are you? They want to know. It's been a while.
I'm all right.
He's all right. Great. Honest Reviewer, thank you for the 100 bits. Having Van Damme and Mortal Kombat is a huge accomplishment for the devs, as anyone who knows the history knows Mortal Kombat was originally meant to be a game based on blood sports. Johnny Cage's famous move, the Nut Punch, is from said movie.
Oh, I do remember hearing that. Oh, God, I didn't even think of that. That's a good point. That is really cool.
That's Disney Nerd. Thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, what do you do after you defeat death? You tease a future Shrek sequel, Doug.
Yes, you can do that. And yeah, I guess it does make sense after you defeat death to then go after a vampire, because I guess he's after death, perhaps? I don't know.
Dino Man says, I'm not sure I understand. Are doing this for first viewing and for this film things you could say yikes and away?
Oh, yoinks and away. Oh, okay.
Yikes.
I think they're talking about Robin Hood, in which we do have a first viewing. Keep an eye for that. And then yoinks and away, probably the Daffy Duck as Robin Hood, which, shit, I never made that joke, and I easily could have. Damn it.
I know. I'm surprised we didn't think of that one.
Yeah, I can't believe we didn't think of that.
Yikes away.
Amazing. All right, and on that note, it is 8 o'clock. So I
All
think
right.
that's going to do it for us. Thank you, as usual, everyone, for joining us here today. We very much appreciate you and your questions and hanging out and having a conversation with us. We do have content here 5 days a week, so come on back and say hello to us. Tamara will be here tomorrow, and then Doug will be here on Friday, and so will Malcolm, and I'll be back on Monday, and then Tuesday we are having streams, and we're doing our movie music quiz that we had the incentive from last month. So come hang out with that. Okay. We are going to go raid Miss Tamara Chambers, who you may know from
Yeah.
this little show called The Nostalgia Critic. So we're going to go over there and say hello. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.